This is the Prescott Art Room. So this year, I've had the whole school for open-ended art lessons featuring basic art. I mostly teach through materials, so I've introduced painting, collage, clay, sculpture, glue guns, staplers, tape, plaster, anything in order to get the kids thinking more about how to do something, so that when they want to do something, they have a choice of different materials, different ideas. Here's your final exam. It has 5 parts. You have to do 4 to get an A. If you do all 5, you get an A+. And you can use all of the time. Since we have 45 minutes, you guys can talk to each other, you can help each other, I'm okay with that. What I want you to know is how to do the stuff.
Do we make a box or draw a box? A box.
Make a box that's an inch from the edges and an inch tall. Put something in it. It can be your name. It can be poopy head, whatever you want to put in there. But I want it nicely spaced. Remember when we talked about lettering? I also want the paper divided into fifths. Remember we talked about the ruler trick? The student body here is low income, high risk. The school is 70% black and 30% Hispanic with a smattering of other things. The dropout rate in this area is very high. There's a lot of violence. It's reflected in the student population, the behavior. There's a lot of behavior problems. On the plus side, the kids are very adaptable. They're very flexible, they're very enthusiastic, and they're very responsive. I mean, we can do it with these also, because 25, for example, is easily divisible by 5, right? And then you go every 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's 4.
It's 4 lines, but it's going to divide it into 5 spaces.
Yeah, that's 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But they're not even. Okay, I do my 5.
Last year when I started, there wasn't a kid at the school, as near as I could tell, that could figure out how to mix green from the primary colors, mixing blue and yellow together. Every kid to a child said, "You didn't give me any green," and I pointed out how to mix green, and this year all of the kids can mix secondary colors. They can mix brown. They're very comfortable with mixing colors and using colors. They're very comfortable with any assignment I give them, whereas last year there was a lot of, "I don't want to do that, I can't do that," and a lot of pouting. This year there's a lot of trying, even if it's a difficult thing like a self-portrait in which we were trying to match skin colors. And that was a very successful project, and we got a lot of really good pictures out of it. You have to transfer a drawing from the tracing book. The final step is roll your paper in a tube like this and tie it with a knot. So that's 5 things. If you do all 5, you get an A+. Okay, you can start going. Like I said, you can talk to each other, you can talk to me, you can ask for stuff. I expect you to move around and get these hands. I have rulers. There's a big increase in self-esteem because they have a larger skill set, so that when somebody asks them to do something or when they're required to do something, they know how to do it. They can fold the paper, they can staple it, they can apply many of the approaches that extend beyond the art classes, so that in a science class, if a teacher says, "I want you to make a poster," they have some experience with lettering, with laying stuff out, with composition, with how to arrange pictures, how to make the pictures, how to transfer stuff, trace stuff. All of these things are part of the skills that are going to help them succeed in school, as well as make them proud of themselves and what they can do. Okay, another one? Okay, good, we got a knot. It's rolled in a tube. It's divided into fifths. You transfer to picture. Your box is not an inch from the top and an inch from the sides. but you have the lettering and it's relatively pleasing. Get an A+ also. Jeez, after your slow start, I'm really.
You can help me. You can
Yes.
help me.
But the lettering is good, and you've got the idea of a box. You divided it into fifths. They're not exactly even, so I suspect you eyeballed it. Maybe. The transfer of the drawing's good, so I'll give you an A.
Yeah.
A. I lost my mark.
I got.